Hello, Artful Manifestors. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for all the likes, comments, shares, subscribes. I do so much appreciate it, and it really does help me. To show you my appreciation, I am giving away a free personalized tarot reading on May 23rd, 2024. All you have to do to qualify for that drawing is to like this video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and comment flower moon. That's the next full moon, and that's when I'll be announcing the winner. All right, today's reading is going to be connecting with Spirit to find out what to do next about your current situation. So advice on your current situation, you can bring that situation to mind. Hold that in your mind, connect with your guides, ask for their guidance in interpreting the message that I share, and noticing any images that they want to direct your attention to, and to recognize any sounds that may be clues, either on your end or my end during the reading. This is a timeless reading for all zodiac signs. So whenever you come upon this reading is when you're meant to hear it. And it's a general reading, so I just want to remind you of that some messages are very specific. Take which ones resonate with you and leave the rest for others. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We are so happy to have you here. I love connecting with everyone's energy every week. Absolutely beautiful, amazing spirits, beings that come to this channel. All right, we are asking Spirit about your current situation. Any advice? There we go. For pile number 1, we have nature. Which is card number 25. If you are a numbers person. And I did finally figure out how to put the timestamp on the links. So thank you for those of you that have been doing that or requesting it. I've been wanting to do it. I finally figured it out. Thank you. All right. Let's get a card for pile number 2 about their current situation. Here we go. Loved ones in spirit. And that is card number 20. Oh, another one came out. Actually, 3 came out. I'm just going to take the top one. Communication. And that is card number 10. All right, you may already know which reading you're most drawn to, but if you'd like to hear what the crystals are, let me introduce those to you now. For pile number 1, we have Dalmatian Jasper. And for pile number 2, we have Apophyllite. And for pile number 3, we have Zoisite. So whichever crystal, number, image, word, or all of the above that you're most drawn to is probably the reading meant for you. Of course, you're always welcome to listen to 2 or even all 3 of the readings, as they may shed additional light on your situation, or they may give you information about different areas of your life. You'll find a link to the readings in the description box below. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose card number 25, nature, and the message is get out in nature. Go outside, put down your phone, get away from technology and electronics, and spend time outdoors. The outdoors is very healing. It can be restorative and healing for your physical body, for your mind, for your spirit, for your emotions. It has been scientifically proven that spending as little as 2 hours outdoors each week can improve your overall well-being. And that can be 20 minutes a day, or it can be 2 hours in one day. So it doesn't take that much, but even if you can't commit to that, if you aren't going outside right now, any time outside will be beneficial. Take your shoes off, stand in the mud or the dirt or on the grass, and just enjoy nature. Go for a hike, listen to the birds. You also chose the Dalmatian jasper, which connects you to your playful side. It balances you, balances yin and yang energies. It aligns the physical, emotional, and mental bodies with the etheric realm. And it helps to overcome depression, nightmares, negative thoughts. So already we're seeing a collaboration, a synchronicity between the card and the crystal that you chose. So let's see what the tarot cards have to say. If you hear a noise in the background, that's one of the dogs. She wasn't in here, and as soon as I started reading, she had to come check it out, check out your energy, and there she goes. All right, we are finding out about your current situation, what Spirit wants to tell you about your current situation. What energy is surrounding your current situation? What does Spirit want to tell you about your current situation? I do put the names of all the cards that I use in the description box below if that's something that you're interested in. All right, 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands could be travel. It's very fast-moving energy. We see these lightning bolts. What they're telling me is that you may have a busy mind. You have a lot of thoughts, or that you're busy. You're always rushing around, or both. Let's get some more information. All right, you're trying to manifest something with the Magician. Oh, and look at this. Look at the yin and yangs. And I told you that the Dalmatian jasper is beneficial in balancing yin and yang energy. Spirit wants you to be more balanced, and maybe this is something that you already recognize, that you wish you had a better, work-life balance experience, that you had time to manifest what you want, do what you need to do, spend time with people that you enjoy spending time with, spend time nurturing and feeding your soul, doing things that you enjoy. All right, what is blocking pile number 1? Whew. All right, we have the Hermit, and and the Four of Pentacles. It could be that you're spending too much time alone, or you're alone with your thoughts too much. This is coming out under what is blocking you. How can pile number one overcome that which is blocking them? Oh, two cards came out again. All right. The Princess of Pentacles. Look at that. She is surrounded by nature. Spirit really wants you to go outdoors and spend time in nature. Spend time with animals. Spend time with plants. Get some vitamin D from the sun. Go outside at night. Two of Pentacles, balance. Balance your activities, balance your energy. You know, looking at this card, I always think this card, you know, reminds me of a portal, swans. In some cultures are believed to be the guardians of portals. And we see a dragonfly here, transformation. But what they're showing me now is like a window. Look at how it looks dark here. We see stars, but through here, it's definitely daytime with the sun. And so even sitting by the window, open the window, listen to the birds, look outside, get some fresh air. And here she comes again. All right, let's get some oracle cards and see what other messages Spirit has for you. What other guidance do you have for pile number one about their current situation? You know, you have Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. So that tells me you're manifesting something. You're working on manifesting something, but also Pentacles are very earth energy, physical energy. So there's a message of becoming more grounded, to relax this energy, this busy energy. It's like all over the place. All right, we have 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, coming out in reverse. So there's a block in your crown chakra. And the temple path. Nature is your sanctuary. You know, nature can be your temple, your... If you're not spending too much time alone, then this is a message to spend some time alone in nature. But definitely get outside, spend time in nature. I do want to look at the guidebook and see what it says about this card. Give me one moment. All right, I want to read to you what the guidebook says. Receiving this card represents your own spiritual evolution. The winding path you are on leads to a blessed temple in a lovely garden, symbolizing the spiritual destiny your soul has had in mind for this lifetime. What you're going through right now is all part of your soul's process. You're on the karmic path and heading in the right direction. And the choices you make now are important for your personal growth and life lessons. This is a wonderful, life-expanding time. So keep in mind your personal priorities as well as your spiritual connection. Following your higher intentions will help you move your life forward in dramatic ways, and connecting with spirit and your higher self will have a wonderful influence on all that you experience. Yes, so some of you are very busy working on manifesting something. And sometimes we feel like we can't take a break because we have to meet deadlines. We want to get things done by a certain time. We have so many things to do. But even just taking small breaks, like 5 minutes, going outside for 5 minutes, it's going to be so restorative. You need to take a break. And what that's going to do is it's going to give you just enough rest that you can return to your work renewed, and in the long run you're going to spend time, you're going to make less mistakes, you're going to come to solutions quicker. You know, your brain still is processing and solving and working even when you're playing. So it may seem like you're taking a break, and you are, but at the same time your helpers and your mind are still working to find solutions and answers on things. So it's going to actually speed things up for you, speed up your manifestation by taking little breaks. If you don't have time to, take a long break, take a little break, and that's going to make such a difference. You're going to feel so much better. Yeah, and also you'll be, nurturing yourself. You'll be a more nurturing soul. You'll have more patience. You won't feel as overwhelmed. What else would you like pile number 1 to know about their current situation? This is the same dog that keeps coming and going. So I'm wondering if that's what you're doing, if you're, going back and forth, coming and going. What else would you like? Pile number 1 to know about their current situation. What other guidance do you have for them? You know what? I think I may come back to these cards, but I'm being guided to take this card, or this deck. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, that didn't take long. Let's see what we have here. Destiny path. Omnia unus est. Keep going. You're on the right path. You just need to take little breaks. Yeah, if you're feeling overwhelmed, just know you're on the right path. And again, it's a spiritual path. Look, we have path here and path here. Under the Hermit. That's interesting. You're on a spiritual path for sure. This is your soul path. Something that you planned to do before you even incarnated into this lifetime. See beyond the past. Look at that swan. Another swan. there's something about swans. You know, as I mentioned, they do guard the portals according to some cultures, but also, you know, this particular card is about the ugly duckling. So we see this beautiful black swan, and in the reflection, it's seeing itself as a duckling when it was a duckling. So when it perceives itself, it's perceiving itself from the past, when it was wounded, when the other ducklings were making fun of it, instead of seeing itself for the beautiful black swan that it is now. There's a swan in this picture too. Wow. That is amazing. Magnetism through gratitude. So when you're sitting outside, taking your break, try to make a mental list of what you have to be grateful for. In the morning when you wake up, make a list of what you have to be grateful for. You're going to be a magnet to attract more blessings. This is a huge transformation that you are going through with these swans. That is very transformative power, because remember, in the story, it starts out as an ugly duckling and then it transforms into this beautiful, elegant swan, surpassing the siblings that it grew up with. So I see a huge transformation for you. And it's your destiny. This is your path. You are on a spiritual path. Love that you have the Magician and the Hermit. You're bringing balance into your life. Look at that. Transformation. What did I tell you? This is a huge transformation. Wow. Whatever you're working on, I would love to know, pile number one. All right, since you have these three swans, I want to read to you what the guidebook for this deck says about this card. This card is the story of what happened to the black swan as an adult. Reflected in the water is his heartbroken child self. Despite how gorgeous Black Swan became, he suffered from severe shame and feelings of unworthiness. He could not see the glorious truth of himself. He became crippled by the delusion that something was inherently wrong with him. He believed a wicked distortion that diminished his worth. He was utterly unaware of his captivating beauty and could honor neither himself nor the gifts of the great mystery bestowed upon him. He became obsessed with outside validation and compared himself to other winged creatures. The ugly duckling finally woke up to his true self as the beautiful black swan and asks you to do the same. Swan's medicine asks you to accept that you feel your insecurities but do not submit to them. Whenever you feel small, it is not reality. It is the old story and the programming that brainwashed you. Please wake up from the illusion and honor what the Great Spirit gifted you. The gift of yourself. No one in the world is like you. Own that you are a rare miracle. And you know, what I see now with this is, standing on this side, you are the past, the ugly duckling. And Spirit wants you to go to the other side and be the swan. You are the swan. Spirit wants you to feel like the swan. Whatever it is that you believe about yourself that is negative, it is simply not true. It's a distortion. Just like the waves, the ripples in water can distort our reflections, what you perceive about yourself is based on something from the past, and it's a distortion. So you're being guided to this portal, to this doorway, to go to the other side. And one big message is to spend more time in nature. Absolutely love that. Pile number 1, you are truly a special being, and the universe wants you to recognize that. The Dalmatian Jasper helps to release negative thoughts, negative energy. Yeah. Get outside. Rest. You're on a spiritual path. That's your destiny. And I'm sorry that you have this past, but it was part of your path. It was meant to be so that you could go through this transformation. It's like your initiation, and you are going to find balance. You are a manifester. Just take little breaks and spend time outside. If you can stand on the ground barefoot and visualize the earth drawing anything out of you that no longer serves you. You don't even have to know what those things are. Just allow it to happen. The earth knows what to draw out of you, and the earth will neutralize it and transform it. So happy for you, pile number 1. This is a huge transformation. You have amazing, beautiful, beautiful energy, just like these graceful, beautiful, elegant swans. Thank you so much for being here, pile number 1. I appreciate it. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful, beautiful day and can embrace your inner and outer beauty. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose card number 20, Loved Ones in Spirit. We see white feathers here. So you may sometimes see those white feathers, and for some of you, your passed on loved one may be your guardian angel. This card is to remind you that death is not the end. We continue just in another form. We see a father and child in physical form and a mother in spirit. So your passed on loved one and the universe want you to know that they are still with you. They are just with you in a different form, and that if you have been trying to connect with them, reach out to them, that they are hearing you. You are making contact. For others of you, this is about an ancestor that is with you, that is one of your guides, one of your guardians. We see a dragonfly here and beetles, lots of transformative power in this card. You also chose the apophyllite crystal, and apophyllite helps us to connect to the other realm, to the ethereal realm, to the non-physical realm. So I love already the synchronicities as the crystals are chosen before the cards are drawn. And you know, I really spent some time this morning deciding which crystals wanted to be in the reading, and this one was a little bit smaller than the other two, and I kind of debated on whether or not to take this one, but it really wanted to be in this reading. So I'm so glad that I honored my intuition, and Spirit is asking you to honor yours, to recognize when you are being contacted by your passed on loved ones or ancestors. This stone also helps you to reach the Akashic records, to astral travel, and to feel more comfortable in your physical body as well. So I love that already. I love that confirmation for you. If you've been contacting your ancestors or trying to, just know that you are doing it, or a passed on loved one. All right, let's get some tarot cards and see what Spirit wants to tell you about your current situation. Well, let's see. I think this may be just enough, so let's see what we have. The King of Cups. So this is the energy around you right now, which is a beautiful energy. A very loving energy, emotional fulfillment, contentment, being emotionally level, balanced. Four of Pentacles. This did come out in pile number 1. If you were drawn to that, I'll let you know if any more energies appear from pile number 1 to validate that, if that's something you want to listen to. And you know what they're saying is the other side. Again, this is confirmation that your loved one is there. Swans are guardians of portals to the other world. So it's like they're just on the other side of a doorway or a window, but they're still with you. They're still watching you. They're accompanying you. And again, we have the dragonfly. They really want you to know that they are with you. Whether this is a passed on loved one or an ancestor, they really want you to know they are accompanying you still. They are with you. Knight of Swords. Swords are thoughts, communication. It can be communication through words, communication through written form, messages that you might be receiving, impressions. And if you hear the dog barking, I feel like she's confirming that you're receiving messages from Spirit. She doesn't usually bark during my readings, not that one. It's usually the little ones. All right, let's see. Three of Swords. Yeah, so for many of you, I feel that this is a passed on loved one. And you see here next to you that they're with you. They're still with you. They're just in a different form. The Emperor. We see a dragon at his feet. A white and black horse, so something about balance. A lion. It looks like maybe a lion cub. A shield for protection. They may be protecting you. I'm receiving something about your foot, maybe your right foot. I know this is very specific. Remember, take what resonates and leave the rest for others. Something about your right foot bothering you. You know, don't these red flowers remind me of poppies, which are associated with graves and passed on loved ones, remembrance. Let's look at what the last card is at the bottom of the deck. Temperance, balance. But I also see, what I'm seeing here is this is an unusual depiction of temperance, because it looks like daytime with this rainbow here, but we do see a sun and a moon. And even though the sky looks like daytime, what's reflected in the water that this angel is dipping their foot in is the night sky. So to me, it's like you have a foot in each world with this apophyllite. So again, if you don't have a passed on loved one that you've been connecting to, it is your guardians, your ancestors that are connecting to you, your guides. And they want you to know that it's like you have a foot in each world, meaning that you are receiving messages. So if you're not aware of that, if you're not believing that these messages are from the other realm, they want to validate that for you now. There's also a message that if you are not fully expressing yourself, your authentic self, you have a foot in each world, like you feel like you have to be one person with one group of people, but another person with another group of people. They are encouraging you to fully embrace your authentic self. Let's get some oracle cards. It could also be for some of you that this passed on loved one is male. The Emperor is a father figure. So it could be the father of your children, your father, a grandfather, or it could just be a masculine energy. But we do have the Emperor and the King of Cups. And also with the Emperor and the Temperance, there's something about boundaries and you learning to set boundaries. You're definitely receiving messages with this Knight of Swords. Look at this energy here. The Knight of Swords is the messenger of the other realm. So that coupled with this Apophyllite, the Four of Pentacles, you are definitely receiving messages. What other message do you have for pile number 2? Oh, here we go. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. Yes. See, your crown chakra is really receiving messages. You have a very developed crown chakra. Archangel Uriel. other messages? Oop, there we go. Storm warning. All right, so there could be something happening, and this is, I feel, something that's going to help you set boundaries. So it's, sometimes we don't feel comfortable setting boundaries because of past wounds, and sometimes it takes a storm to give us the energy, that energy to, and the courage to finally say enough. And so it could be that whatever this storm is that's coming is, it's there for a reason, so that you can transform your inner power. There is something about your inner power coming forward, and they just want to let you know that when this happens, recognizes it's for you to recognize that it's an opportunity for you to start practicing your leadership, your authority, your ability to set those boundaries, and that is the right thing to do. If you've already done that, just trust that you were meant to do that. Don't feel guilty about it. Don't go back on it with your energy. It was meant to happen so that you could start to become more of an authority, a leader. All right, let's draw some of these cards and see what other messages. Oh, all right. Those just flew out. We got 2. See beyond the past. All right. I got both of these cards in pile number 1. So if you were drawn to pile number 1, there may be a message for you there. And this coming after storm warning, again, I feel that it's talking about the wound that has now made you afraid to set boundaries. Whether it's fear of upsetting someone and suffering the repercussions, or fear of abandonment. They want you to set healthy boundaries and to see beyond that past, transform it, heal it, so that you can express yourself authentically and be who you are meant to be, who you feel comfortable being, your true, authentic self. All right. Prayer answered. Love that. I love this coming out. This is coming out under the 3 of Swords. If you've recently experienced a disappointment, just know there's something better coming, that it's all in divine timing, and you can help facilitate this by showing gratitude for that which you have. Surrender to the divine, to the universe, to the cosmic energies that you will be provided for. Trust in the process. Let's draw some of these cards and see what other messages we can get for pile number 2. What other messages? Ooh. All right. The Laborer. All right, so it could be possibly at work. Something at work is going to give you the opportunity to take a leadership role. So whether this is a change in positions or it's how you present yourself, I do see this transformation taking place. So how you present yourself as a more balanced person. And what's going to help facilitate that is expressing your authentic self, expressing how you feel. And so that's what this storm is it's that crescendo of energy that's pushing you to express how you feel. What other message do you have for pile number 1? Autumn. Oh, we actually have 2 cards, Autumn and Pomegranate. All right, this reminds me of the story of Persephone and the changing of seasons. And again, I feel that there's this message of transformation. It's like you've been in the underworld and you're going to come out of that. You're going to come back and experience this growth. And pomegranates are full of seeds, so they're symbols of many blessings. And we see this leaf is changing colors. So there's something you're leaving behind. There's a big change coming your way. You know, storms also, they act as nature's pruning when it comes to plants and trees. The wind comes and removes dead branches. Sometimes lightning may strike to, you know, remove branches. And that's all part of the natural process on our journey of change. But I see that this pruning, this change is going to allow you to express yourself authentically. And it's going to open you up to all of these blessings. It's going to reveal all of these new experiences, potential. Really wonderful. Yeah, I do see you bringing balance into your life and becoming this King of Cups energy. Lots of messages here. Lots of messages. Really nice. Very, very nice. Something that you've been hoping for, praying for is coming. That prayer is being answered. You're going to receive blessings. This is a positive change. And you're going to be leaving something behind. And I think what you're leaving behind is whatever this was that was preventing you from setting healthy boundaries and expressing yourself authentically. Whatever from the past that was holding you back, you're leaving that behind. And the winds of change are ushering in these new blessings. Absolutely wonderful. Pile number 2, you have beautiful energy. And I hope the best and wish the highest best good for you in this transformative experience, leaving behind the past and having your prayers answered, experiencing balance and your ability to set boundaries. It's okay if there's a storm that brings it, if there's lightning that brings it. It's all part of the process. It was meant to happen so that you could open up and start to experience all kinds of amazing growth. Thank you. The light in me sees the light in you. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the card number 10, communication, and 3 cards actually came out with this card, or 2 other cards. 3 cards came out at the same time, so I wanted to honor that. And we see here 2 trees communicating with birds, and birds do carry messages from tree to tree. So there's something about your communication, you sending and receiving messages. You also got number 11, doorways. And we see here an etheric spirit and a physical spirit. Here's another etheric spirit. So I feel that you may be a doorway of communication to the other realm, or somebody has been trying to communicate with you, or you've been trying to communicate with someone, maybe your guides, maybe your angels, maybe nature spirits. And then here we have meditation. So again, I feel like you are making this effort to communicate with your higher self or with spirit. And if you haven't been, then this is a nudge to begin doing that. You also chose Zoisite, which is a very positive energy. It helps to allow positive energies to flow through you. Perhaps you've begun doing Reiki, angel Reiki, and you're allowing, or some kind of healing, and you're allowing positive energies to flow through you. And the beautiful thing about that is when you're healing others and you're channeling these energies, these divine energies through you, it has a healing effect on you as well. Zoisite also helps you to overcome anger and sadness, bringing change into your life. So if you've been going through a difficult time, working with Zoisite can help you leave the pain in the past. All right. I do feel like already some of the energies here are similar to the energies of pile number 2 if you were drawn to that. If not, then, you know, you don't have to check it out. But if I get some more cards, more messages that point you to pile number 2, I'll let you know. All right, we are connecting with Spirit to find out what pile number 3 needs to know about their current situation. What does pile number 3 need to know about their current situation? All right, you got the Knight of Wands. Wands are very spiritual. Their passion, taking action. Knights take action. Spiritual warrior is popping into my mind. So again, we have this idea of spirit. Let's see what else we got. Oh, there's 2 more. We have Queen of Wands. Wow. Knight of Wands and Queen of Wands. Yes. You are learning to connect with spirit in a really powerful way. The Hermit. The Queen of Wands, I really feel that you're expanding. You're expanding your creativity. You're expanding your spirituality. The Hermit, it could be that maybe you don't have enough time by yourself to explore this, or maybe you would benefit by exploring your passions, your creativity, your spirituality with others. Let's draw some more cards and see what else we got. It's yeah, I feel like maybe they're saying that you can benefit from some assistance in your creative endeavor, following your passions. All right. We have the Four of Wands, more wands, which is about stability. We do see two bears here, so yeah, it could be that you may need assistance, or you could use assistance. It might speed things up for you. And the King of Wands. That is amazing that you got the Knight, Queen, and King of Wands. Wow. A lot of passion, fire energy. We see lions here and a lion here. I'm going to put this card up here. Put these two here. And let's draw some more oracle cards and see what we got. Oh. Thinking man. So there could be somebody that can help you. A mentor that may be coming into your life. This could be somebody that you meet or that you already know, or it could be an online resource that helps you get to the next level in your spirituality, in your creative endeavor. I feel for many of you that this passion, this creative endeavor has to do with spirituality. So there could just be one little tweak that you learn from a book or a video or a person, somebody that tells you, oh, try doing this when you meditate. And it's just going to open this doorway. It's just, you're going to hear one little thing that is going to give you some little insight, some little nugget that's going to just, it's going to open this door for you. It's going to light the path for you. I'm wondering if some of you are channeling or reading, either for yourself or for others, or both. We see this thinking man holding a cluster of quartz crystals, focusing his energy, amplifying it, getting clarity, looking for answers. Perhaps you're looking for answers for something and you're communicating with spirit. You know, I recently heard from someone that what they do before they go to a situation is they spend some time connecting to spirit and asking spirit to walk through the door before them. And I feel that I was meant to hear that so that I could share that with you. Because we have a doorway here, we have this entrance, we have this, looks like a portal or entrance, and we have someone meditating, connecting with spirit. You have all of these wands. So if there's some situation that you are approaching before you get there, visualize, connect with spirit, meditate, ask, invite spirit to go there on your behalf for the highest, best good. And just visualize that before you walk through this door, spirit, your guides are walking through before you, setting the energy for you. Wow, I love that you have the Queen and King of Wands. That is so amazing. Let's draw another oracle card. What other guidance do you have for pile number 3 about their current situation? All right, that's 3 cards, but let's just go ahead and see what they are. All right, 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. This has come out in every single reading today. So yes, you're definitely communicating with spirit. Your crown chakra is open and you are receiving messages. So trust that. You know, I feel that you are making the effort to do this, and this is just validation that yes, spirit is hearing you and connecting with you and energizing you, giving you this power, empowering you, giving you this passion, igniting your passion to move forward. Blossoming abundance. Love that. Yes. That is wonderful. These are little gold coins. So you may even be experiencing an increase in income. If you wanted to, for example, ask for a raise, or if you have an interview coming up, what you want to do again is invite spirit to go there before you. Visualize spirit communicating, connecting with the person that you're going to be interviewed by, or the person that you're going to ask the raise from. If you're going to get evaluated, take a test, again, ask spirit to go there first and open the door for you as a door of opportunity for your highest and best good. And Angel of Love. Beautiful. Self-love. Love yourself. You're beginning to, through your communication with spirit, you are beginning to recognize your inner and outer beauty and all the beautiful gifts that you have to offer the world. Wow, that is amazing. My alarm went off, which stopped the recording, and I thought I was recording again. I thought I hit record, but apparently I hadn't. So I'm back now, but if you notice it shifted a bit, that is why. Pile number 3. What this tells me is that you may be feeling like you're running out of time, you're rushed. And I just feel like that's a validation of all of these wands up here, which is this very exciting, passionate energy. And the Knight of Wands is the energy that's surrounding you. Of all 3 of the cards, the Knight of Wands is the most impatient and impulsive, sometimes maybe even aggressive in trying to achieve their goals, because they have so much fire energies. They're just filled with so much passion, motivation, inspiration to complete whatever it is that you may be working on. But what I wanted to share with you is that with the thinking man here and the 7th chakra here, it reminds me of the reading that I did yesterday. And I think it was also pile number 3, I shared that you are using both halves of your brain. And I think there was even a comment about somebody saying that they use science and spirit. And I feel like these 2 cards really emanate that energy. One is very intuitive, inspirational, divine reception, and the other one is very active, thinking, logical, analytical. And it's the balance of these 2 that are key to you finding solutions that are going to help facilitate the completion of this creation in a easier and more timely manner. And it may seem counterintuitive to take little breaks and go outside and connect with nature and meditate. But again, allowing yourself to take little breaks while you're doing this is going to open you up to more solutions, as well as to, not working completely by yourself, but maybe delegating some of the things. Is there anything that you can outsource or delegate to somebody else that maybe doesn't require your expertise? And maybe even somebody else might add a little something to it, but it will open up your time so that you can use your mind and your energy for better things. You can invest them in more things. And, even this card with the 2 heads, and that it's like the left brain and the right brain with the corpus callosum here. Again, if you saw pile number 3 yesterday, I'm just, wow, that's amazing. So it's like these 2 halves are working together, and that's wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful. I did draw a couple more cards that I wanted to share with you while I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. And that is the Laborer. So again, wands are about work, but they are also about spirituality. And so the Laborer lets me know that for many of you, that this project that you're working on has to do with your work. And of course, it could be both. It can be work and spirituality. It can be by achieving this goal, by completing this creative project in your work, that you are learning spiritual lessons. and the artist, which again validates that you are creating something. And I love now the connection between this left brain, right brain, and this picture, because the pendulum does seem to marry that analytical and intuitive, the logic and the intuitive mind. It's like a science. It's for that person who likes tangible things, tangible evidence, but it's still, you know, receiving information from spirit or from your higher self. And so I feel like you're really opening up this communication with the other realm. And so, in addition to communicating help that you might use from coworkers or physical beings, community members that can help you with your creative project, I feel like there's this communication of opening up to the other realm. The other two cards that came out that I want to show you are See Beyond the Past, and this card has come out as well as this card in every single reading today. So I thought that was really interesting. This is about the ugly duckling and not being able to recognize their gifts and their beauty because they still see themselves as this past reflection. And I see you moving beyond that, but I did want to share this with you in case any of you are not believing in your abilities to communicate with spirit or to complete this project. I do absolutely see you completing it. The main advice from spirit is to invite spirit to enter a room or a situation before you do, and to communicate your needs to others and to spirit, not in a wanting way with spirit, but in a gratitude way, and with others allowing them the opportunity to help you, which is going to strengthen bonds. I see you taking on a real leadership role, and perhaps that's why this card came up, is maybe you don't recognize yourself as a leader, or you don't feel like you are capable of being a leader, but others are watching you and perceiving you as a leader. You are, they're telling me, a role model, a mentor towards others. So you may have somebody that's a mentor towards you, but you are also setting the premise, the example for others by the way you do things, and by inviting people to assist you with things. They're going to learn so much. So you're going to elevate your environment by elevating others through this collaboration, which is wonderful. And then you also got nourishment while waiting, which I feel like just validates what I just said, is that if things aren't going as fast as you want them to be, which I would imagine with all these wands would be true, because wands, again, are very kind of impatient and passionate energy. But what's interesting is that the King of Wands kind of looks like the Chariot card to me in this deck. And I do see you moving forward, and with the Four of Wands, achieving your goals. You know, celebrate them along the way, celebrate others' contributions, which is going to be nourishing for others, but also it's going to nourish yourself in a way that is unexpected. So open your heart, express gratitude, use your left brain and right brain, be intuitive and logical, which I see that you are. and everything's going to work out just fine. It seems like a wonderful reading, just little tweaks to make it go a little bit smoother. Amazing, pile number 3. So happy for you. Thank you so much for being here. If you would like a personal reading, you can always contact me at my website, which is now listed in the description box. And for a limited time, I'm also offering a free 20-minute channeling to anybody who purchases a reading. And in that channeling, you can connect to passed on loved ones, your guides, your ancestors, any energies that you want to connect with around you. And pile number 3, that is your reading. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Have a wonderful journey. Bye.